I wound up going down what I thought initially was for a summer to be the executive director of the Vineyard Open Land Foundation, which was me and the halftime secretary, and that extended out. But it was the Vineyard Open Land Foundation that got me down there. Alex Fittinghoff, who was the director of the Dukes County Planning Commission, became a friend, as well as his family, and he had 2 daughters. We had 2 daughters. His were a couple of older. But anyways, he was and I'll have more to say about him later, because he was very instrumental in the whole creation of the commission.
Okay.
He was but then he resigned and decided he was going to build boats. So he worked for Tom Hale for a year or so after he resigned. Was still on the vineyard. I think he was still there when we left, but he left shortly after. Went back to planning in California. There was the infamous tragedy on Chappaquiddick with Senator Kennedy, right?
Yep.
And after that, he proposed federal legislation, is my recollection, to do something like the Cape Cod National Seashore. And that put the whole vineyard in a tizzy. I wasn't much involved with that. I was doing my thing at the Vineyard Open Land Foundation, but it was huge controversy, and I think part of it was good old-fashioned politics of Republicans, Democrats, but that never was articulated. It was local versus national.
Yeah, right.
And the brilliant thing that Alex did as the regional planning commission person, so his own commission had people who were strongly on one side or the other. He put together a committee of citizens, including commissioners, but I think other local people in the towns, and they, without any publicity or fanfare, they met and they met basically to figure out if they could come to some kind of a compromise, some kind of a something that would work. And so we went from we being the community of Martha's Vineyard, from a totally divided community to something that had brought the actors together and said, yeah, we support this kind of effort, which is still local, but it's greater than town.
Yeah.
And there was, I don't know if you know, that it was based, the design of the commission was based on something called the Urban Land Institute Model Code for Development or something of that nature. And it actually, the state of Colorado has a law passed by the state, which is kind of uses the same principles of districts of critical planning concern and development regional impact, though the terms are slightly different. But they don't empower a body like that was what made the commission so special, is that the state mandated, gave the commission the power to supersede local as well as state ordinances for land use.
Yeah.
So that was the model, and that's where those, and that's how it was drafted. But it was all came out of this effort by Alex Fittinghoff to get the parties who were at each other's throats, get them together, and they agreed, so that there was a general political agreement on the need for the commission when it was created. And they knew by then that the commission would be soon, that the Dukes County Planning Commission would become the Martha's Vineyard Commission. So they needed somebody, and Alex, I think, was probably behind the scenes saying, "You've got somebody right here on the island now that is qualified." So anyways, I went through some kind of application and interview process and got the job and became the last director of Dukes County Planning Commission. And it was while we were sitting as that commission that the legislation took place, and it became the Martha's Vineyard Commission.